What's up, YouTube? My name is David Kahn, and today I will be discussing the highly requested subharmonic technique. Subharmonic technique is a vocal register that is used to sing an octave below what you're actually singing. It's sort of an undertone, so to speak, where you sing a pitch and your voice creates a tone underneath that is an octave below. Why have you never heard of the subharmonic technique? That's a great question. There really is not a whole lot of information out there on it from any musical institution that I have been familiar with, or the internet, or really anywhere. From my understanding, what the subharmonic register is, to me, is it's kind of like a mixed voice for your lower end, where it's like you're using chest voice mixed with a vocal fry. And what vocal fry is, if you guys don't know, is when the arytenoid cartilages in the larynx are drawn together, which causes the vocal folds to compress, and it's very unsupported. It sounds like, yeah. It's like that, but supporting it like a chest voice, where it's actually open and there's air that comes through. Luke, I am your father. Yeah, so let's talk about how to find it. The best way to find it for me was practicing with fry and then slowly bringing a little bit more support into the fry. All right, so I have a virtual keyboard here, and I'm gonna play a G2. So I'm going to sing this note, and I'm going to allow my voice to shift into the subharmonic register. And when it shifts, you will hear it kind of pop from this second octave into the first octave, hopefully. So let's try that. So kind of an example there for you. I'm actually a bit sick right now, so my voice is not really working at its best. It's a little harder to do this while you're sick. But yeah, there's a decent example for it. So pretty much what's happening here is you're bringing your arytenoid cartilages and your larynx a bit closer together in the position for a vocal fry. And then when you still allow enough air to come through to support the sound, you're adding the support of regular modal phonation. So your vocal folds are actually vibrating at two different speeds, and they're vibrating at a perfect fifth. So what happens when the human voice vibrates at a perfect fifth is it creates resultant fundamentals under, which is the subharmonic, and actually above as well, but that one's a bit harder to hear. With practice, you can actually bring that drone out, and you can kind of shape your vowel where the higher pitch disappears. So yeah, I mean, technically you're singing two notes at once, which there are plenty of techniques to sing two notes at once. There's throat singing, or kigura, however you pronounce that. There is another one where it's just producing like an overtone, like, which you use your tongue to do that one. But yeah, there's not a whole lot more that I can say on this topic from my understanding. I would say, honestly, just to give it a shot. Don't practice it too much, though, I will say, because it's definitely something that when you're trying to find the register, you can find yourself getting very fatigued vocally, and I wouldn't recommend practicing it longer than about half hour a day, if that. And yeah, just be patient. Watch some other people on YouTube. Some of the people that I know that have covered this topic are my good friend David Larson, who has a video that goes probably a little more into depth than mine does on it. And there's a guy named Cody Jeter, Kay Barber, who has his own Octavism channel, which I'd highly suggest checking out. Tao Yang, I believe is his name, Yang. Yeah, he has some videos discussing this register as well. But yeah, I mean, that's about it. Another technique I would say, or another exercise that you could use with it would be a slide, which is pretty much just like a regular vocal slide, but trying to capture that area of the subharmonic register and work on your agility. So going from like maybe high to low and then low to high. So yeah, doing exercises like that will help you to actually have the agility to apply it, because the thing is this register is going to be very clumsy for a long time. I've practiced this register for countless hours, for a couple years. I've sang a lot of bass a cappella professionally, and it's came in handy for a lot of things that I've done. But yeah, I mean, it's not something that you're going to learn overnight, so just be patient. And the thing is with this register is, I think it's easy for people to get excited and think, oh, like, now I'm going to be able to be, Audley Kaplan from Pentatonics or Tim Faust. It's a super useful technique if you already have a pretty low voice, because if you're like a high tenor, you're not going to suddenly bring your chest voice down, into this area. But if you already have a low chest voice and you sing bass a cappella, or if you're in a choir, it's a great technique to have, because with training, you can really make some great tones that normally, you wouldn't be able to produce. So it's really more of another register that you can kind of add to your bag of tricks. And I like to think of it like falsetto or something, where if you already have, solid low tones, you can easily mask this range in. I have a handful of videos on my channel where lots of people don't know what register I'm in, and that's because I've worked on the tone and just transitioning between the registers a lot. So yeah, I mean, go play around with it, and if you guys have any questions, the best way to reach me is on Instagram. My Instagram is @DavidKahnSings, so you can slide into my DM, or you can leave some comments below and I'll try to get back to everyone. But yeah, I'm also going to be producing probably some more tutorials on here as well. I've had a lot of requests for high range videos as well, and I've recently had a lot of breakthroughs with my own voice as far as singing higher, for someone that has a naturally low voice as well. So stay tuned for that, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.